Hi fam, happy weekend. I hope you're doing great. So today's video, I'm going to show you two hot sectors that you should be investing because these two sectors will make you a lot of money, not just in 2025, but also in 2026. And you'll do what? You get to enjoy all the profit. But that is only if you invest. Money that you are not investing is just there looking at you. In fact, if you don't invest money, don't start hoping that you are going to get some returns. So I just want to show us two hot sectors. I feel like if you know these two sectors, you can now do your research, pick maybe two or one stock out of the sector, and you can start buying in trickles. And of course, when it comes to stock market investing, you don't need to have 1 million. No, you can start with 5,000 naira. You can start with 10,000 naira. You can start with 100,000 naira. The most important thing is, do you know what you're doing? Do you have an investing plan? Because that's one thing people don't have. Many people are jumping into which stock am I going to buy. Most people do not have investing plan. They don't know when they are going to stop buying. They don't know when they don't even have any plan concerning their stock. And you don't have to be like that. So today we're going to talk about ownership. Of course, in my last video, I talked a lot about ownership. So today I'm going to talk about ownership in terms of own what you use. So there are so many things we use on daily basis. And honestly, if you have not started thinking of owning some of these stocks, then you are on a long thing. Let's look at your personal care, from toothpaste to bathing soap to all other kind makeup. Do you have ever thought there are companies that are manufacturing these things? So the question is, do you own stocks in these companies that are producing these things? Now let's look at bank. Everybody has a bank account. Is either you're using OPay or you're using maybe GT, Zenith, any of those ones. So the question is, all those debit alerts that you get, do you own these bank stock shares so that when they debit you, along the line, maybe twice in a year, you will get some juicy dividends from these your banks? Second one. The third one is, we all fall sick at some point. Is either you have cough, catarrh, malaria, one or two things, sometimes diarrhea. There are just so many things. You must buy medical, you must buy drugs. You must buy these drugs so you can take care of yourself. So the question is, all these things, have you ever thought that this is a good way for you to own some of these stocks? So that's why today I want to bring your mind into owning what you use, so that when you look at these two sectors, I'm going to give you a list of maybe 4, 5, 6 stocks in those sectors, so that you now take your time, do your own research, so that when you come back, by this time next year, you would have gone far with all this information. So if you're ready, your money will not grow if you keep ignoring investing. I've said this thing before. Your money will not grow if investing is not part of your plan. So make sure in all you're doing, keep investing as part of it. Investing is why your money can actually grow to 20%, 40%, 50%. So if we have inflation at 30 something, 40 something, 20 something percent, and you have investment that are growing for you, that will take care of inflation for you. So welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, hi, my name is Julia, and on this channel I share with you different ways you can make your money work for you by sending them to work for you. Of course, we look into the US stock market, Nigerian stock market, other low risk investments like T-bills, commercial papers, mutual fund, and all of that. So consider liking this video. Please watch this video to the end so that you would learn about these two hot sectors. And at the same time, drop a comment and tell me if you own stock in any of the stocks I'm going to mention. Just tell me, oh, I own this one, or I'm going to buy this one. That will really be awesome. I want to see people who have started investing or who are just testing the water. So I want to know where you are. And of course, subscribe if you have not subscribed, because it helps the channel. And of course, when you like this video and drop a comment, more people will get to see it. And you can also share the video, because what better way to give someone a good information than sharing videos like this instead of sharing things that are not useful. So let's look at this key things, the two sectors. So the first one is the consumer goods sector. Consumer goods sector. And then the second one is the health care sector. So, Nigeria is more like oil dependent nation. And recently I've seen agriculture take the lead, consumer good, ICT, which is good, because when we are so dependent on one area, if that area has issues, especially if oil prices drop, or maybe we have issues in the international trade, whatever, it will affect us. So, but if you have these other sectors, it will give you like a balanced portfolio, because you cannot put all your money in one sector. It's always good to split money in different sectors so that you can diversify. So consumer goods sector, and then the health care sector. So sometimes I look at them as a defensive sector, because no matter what is going on, people must take their bath, people would eat. Yes, of course, you may not eat the kind of food you want, but you will eat something. You will take your bath, you will brush. As you're going to work, you have to look good. And when you are ill, you must get to the hospital, or at least go to the pharmacy outlet to get medication. So these things are like essential. So no matter what, even during COVID year, food and healthcare, we are one area that people were not running out of business. So it's always important to have these two hot sectors, especially if you have not thought about it. So if you're ready to make some money from stock market, these two sectors will be the areas you're going to look at. And of course, I'm going to give a disclaimer that the videos I'm doing is for educational purposes. And these are things that have worked for me, from my research and from my results. So make sure you do your own research. Make sure you consult maybe a financial advisor, or do more research into the stocks I'm going to mention. I'm just here to open your eyes to see where you can look into. And of course, if you want to learn from me, you can join the community where we learn from mindset to stocks to, everything about personal finance, from budgeting, saving, spending. You must understand how your money is going to be moving around. You cannot have if you can't be my community and you don't have a clue what your money is going, where your money is going to. So let's get into the stocks. And why I love some of them is that some of them actually pay dividends. So you're earning from both ways. So you buy the stock at maybe 30 naira and they grow to 40 naira or 80 naira. And at the same time, the stock is also paying you dividends. So I'm going to be dropping a new stock list for our new stock moves in my community. So you need to be a part of it. As we are getting into next week, we need to properly position and see where we can make money, both on long term and short term. That's why I said at the end of the day, you must have a trading plan. If you don't have an investing plan, that means you are just busy copying other people, which is very, 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 very dangerous. So let's get into these two sectors. The first one is consumer sector, of course. So I'm going to mention some of the stocks that you need to know. So look at Nestle. So what you're going to do next is you can go on maybe TradingView, or go to investing.com, and you can check out these stocks. You can go and check Nestle, you can check Cadbury, look at their last 1 year performance, the last 12 months. Look at their year to date from January this year up until now, October. Look at the areas where they had their highest and their lowest point. Now go through their fundamentals. This is Cadbury, this is Guinness, this is Dangote Sugar, this is PZ, and this is Vitafoam. Some of them have done impressive results this year, and I really, really love them. So go through it, just pick out. You can just pause this video here and take a screenshot, or you copy out these 6 stocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you copy them out, and then you go and check these stocks out, research them, and you can start buying them with small amount of money. And the second one is the healthcare sector. So I just mentioned some of the healthcare sector stocks that you can actually look up. Like I said, check their last 12 months, check their highest points, check their lowest, check how they are moving the last 3 months, look at their fundamentals, look at their records, and see how are they performing. Then you come back and make a pick, maybe 2. You can look at some of them and see, okay, this stock is doing well. Where are the points where I can enter and buy? This is how a smart investor thinks. You don't just jump in and buy. Sometimes you need to look, where will be my best prices? Okay, if I'm going to pick few, maybe buy 10 shares or 100 shares now, where next can I buy more? So those are the questions you should be asking. Then you need to have a plan. Is it a long-term plan, short-term plan? All those things are important. So this is Fitzin, May and Baker, Nimet, Evans, Morrison. There are other ones. I just mentioned these ones that just popped in my head and I felt like you should know about it. Another thing I want to mention is that you have to understand that real wealth is built quietly. So many people who started investing in stock market 10 years ago, 5 years ago, will definitely go further than you, because there are some stocks they bought then and they still have those stocks till today. So the first thing you need to understand that stocks are like ownership, not lottery. When you buy these stocks, you are buying a piece of these companies. So when you buy them, you need to look at how are they performing. The product they have, are they product that can be sustainable for the next maybe 10, 15, 20 years? Those things you're going to think about it. Then think of starting small. You don't need 1 million to start. You can, if you can afford like 10,000, 5,000, start there. And every month, just understand that consistency will beat the person that is putting one amount only once. If you consistently put a certain amount every month, you are going to go far. The third advice I'm going to give you is buy quality companies. One thing you can do is look for the best in every sector. So like I said now, healthcare sector, check for the best out of the healthcare sector and you can buy it. That's a simple, short, like easy way you can actually do it. But understand that even if you buy the best at this point in time, tomorrow they may not be the best again. And that's where you need to review and rebalance your portfolio. So you need to understand that it's not a one-way traffic. So forget hype. Just look for those that have been doing good things around for a very long time. So these are businesses that sell products that you can use on daily basis and you can literally say, oh, this company, they are doing fantastic job. Another thing I want to tell you is reinvest your dividends. When I say that some of these stocks pay dividends, yes, I'm not able to pick each of them one by one, but by the time you start checking these stocks online, you will see the ones that are paying dividend. Go to the dividend history. If you're using investing.com, just go to the dividend history and you will see how they have been paying dividend. They will show you even up until maybe last 2 years, 5 years ago. You will see all those information. So when you know that these companies are paying dividends, make sure you reinvest them. So recently, GT paid interim dividends, Zenith paid, UBA paid, Stanbic IBTC paid. So you see all of them now. The best thing you can do for yourself is to reinvest. Don't use it and say, let me go and chop life. No, if you reinvest it, the money will compound. It's like you plant a tree, it will grow and yield fruit, and you plant more trees. That means from having one tree to having 20 or 40. So in future, you will have so many fruits and you have more money in your pocket. So I hope this made sense. You can join our community. We have over 18 people that have joined for batch 6.0. And one of the things we are learning there is when best to buy a stock, when best to sell. Will you sell everything? Will you sell some? Will you buy and hold for a long time? You should be able to know some of these things. And that's why these people who made the right choice, they have started getting their lessons. So you can join in. You're not late. We are just in our third lesson. We're just starting with the fourth and fifth lesson. So you can still join us. Of course, you learn first, you practice, and then you earn. You don't just jump in and start saying, where will I buy from? No, you're going to get your basic foundational class. So you will enjoy clear guidance so that you will know what you're doing. And you get the knowledge, you get to download the right apps. And of course, you consider the fees involved. When you buy a stock and sell a stock, how much are they charging? So that you know when to buy this stock and when to sell and what is your profit. Most people do not know these things. And of course, we have recommendations and support from me. It is just 50,000 naira and you get to join our dividend portfolio challenge and 100%. In fact, we've even completed our 100% challenge. We're just doing a second batch of 100% challenge. So I really hope you enjoyed this lesson up until this moment and you learned something. I'm sure you will tell me the stocks you want to buy or the one you already have. And if you have not subscribed up until this moment, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like this video, share with your friends, and of course, I will see you in the next video. We'll be talking a lot about some stocks we can actually look into as the new week is coming up, so that you know where to put in your money to make some money. Of course, you know, our money has to work for us. We can't just have money and they are lying there. Money has to work for us.